So what is this button for?
I don't know. I didn't read the instructions like that.
See, you ain't game, man. Look at this shit. Watch. Fetus, delete this. You know what I'm saying? And bam, nigga, you dead.
I hate the buttons for people who don't know how to do magic.
What you mean? Look. Oh, you saucing it up, right? And then you like fetus, delete this. Oh, damn, nigga. Oh, shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like fishing.
Yeah.
You gotta think Harry Potter got a mean flick of the wrist.
Oh hell yeah.
That nigga been jerking off.
I told you that shit.
For a while.
The trenches are about it. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to be out here.
One flick, that nigga nut.
Nah, the main story last week. It's episode 52. The main story that came out last week was this whole RachelNichols drama. And are you familiar with what happened?
Isn't Rachel Nichols that fat white girl that everybody want to fuck?
Nah, okay, if you can call it that. But she's
PHT, not FAT.
She works for ESPN and she's the NBA.
Yeah, the white girl.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's Doris Burke.
No, yeah, that's Doris Burke, but it's RachelNichols. She's a host of The Jump, and like she be like one of the people for the games and shit. So pretty much, she got caught on.
Was she on 2K?
No,
okay.
She was on a recording, and somebody they tapped in. She said just a bunch of ignorant shit like Maria Taylor. They're giving her a job for implying it's just because she's black, and then she said just stuff. So. The main thing I had what she said, like when she said the shit about she got it because she black, I sort of sat back and thought, I was like, am I being a hypocrite? Because I say the same thing about Megan Thee Stallion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I really thought about it. Because I like when this stuff happened, I like to think, like, are we being fake mad or are we just really mad? But I think what really was sick about this, her mother-in-law is Diane Sawyer and her father is some big producer in television. So as soon as she married her husband, that's when her career blew up. So for her to say something like that, like, oh, you did it through hard work, but she's just getting it because she's black, like, that's just, like, whack. You know what I'm saying? That's just whack. Like, how do you not realize that you definitely got a privileged way up and you literally worked your ass off because the guy you married sort of set you up to be like that's what she worked her ass off doing, like. But anyway, like
Tom Sawyer.
No, Diane Sawyer is the her mother-in-law, and I can't think of the father-in-law's name.
Tom Sawyer, but like never mind.
Yeah, it's the subject. But and then the shit that she's also said, I'm a woman, so I know how it feels to be a minority. It's like, shut the fuck up. Like, you don't... Nah, shut up.
What?
I know. Just because there are people that do that, treat her like a lady thing, she thinks that's the same as someone calling the cops on you because you're in a neighborhood you don't look like you belong in. Like, that's nothing... Like, that's just ignorance. But, I think that's straightforward. Like, of course, it's a cultural thing where a lot of white women in business think that's why black women get jobs. Oh, it's an affirmative action thing. So, it's just a thing where... people just think meritocracy is a thing, even though it's not. Like, there's literally, you're not getting the job because you're the best at your job. I'm so tired of people thinking that. It literally never happens.
So what?
I know.
My thing is, so what? Like, would you rather be around all the people in the finals?
I don't know. Well, there's rumors that she be creeping around with a lot of NBA players. That's what now some
so
stuff's
she
starting
can't
to come
get
out.
the BBC, so she's kind of mad.
Yeah. It's like, I gotta go back to my husband who put me in this position. But nah, like
gonna go back to the white man.
The funny shit about it though is a lot of people who came to her defense. Now the people for ESPN, I actually completely understand they side, like Kendrick Perkins, Richard Jefferson, because it's like, bro, I ain't gonna I'm not gonna jeopardize my check just for y'all to feel approval about what I say. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta pay my family. So guess what? Yeah, it is the get along thing. I think the whack person out of all this though, and like, bruh, I was a fan of him, but like Steven Jackson need to be put on that Meek Mill treatment.
What meeting the governor?
Nah, when he, you know, when Meek Mill wilding on Twitter and IG, and all of a sudden he just disappear off it for a minute. That's because Rock Nation tell him like, bruh, stay off social media, you wilding. Steven Jackson needs someone to do that because after it happened, he says one thing, and then he must have got a phone call and they told him like to get right. So then he said the complete opposite, and I forgot which one he said it in, but one of them he literally described himself and said black people need to be aware, like people like them, and stay away from them and not listen to them. It's like, bro, you described yourself. You described yourself. And like, I don't want to make it too much like black people attacking a black guy, but it's like, bro, like he was making it seem like he was talking shit about black people. Like, we didn't do anything wrong. RachelNichols is the one that got caught slipping. Why the hell you coming at us?
I don't.
So, it's just the shit with like Steven Jackson. Is like, I'm not gonna say stay off Instagram and shit. Like, do you? But you need to start thinking before you be posting these shits, or like just talking to somebody first, because he already said it himself. He's not educated. He barely got through high school. He probably only got through high school just because he was going to play basketball and they just pushed him through. He's just not an educated person. So like when he just talks about shit, it's like, bro, like you really just make yourself look stupid.
Like they say, everybody do something for the money, and it's gonna show who do it, who don't. I just think the whole entire thing is just another Donald Sterling incident. You have people that was mad because Donald Sterling said it on a private line. And then you had other people saying, well, he said nigga, so you just got to get rid of him.
Yeah, but I don't think he didn't say that. But
yeah, he said, I don't want that nigga Magic Johnson in my fucking games.
I don't think he said that. But anyway, like that's funny you mention that because
each his own.
Yeah, it's funny you say that, but they were talking about it on Levitar's show, and I remember like they were talking. Amino Hassan brought that up. It was a private conversation. And I so bad wanted to like ask him, well, I mean, so Donald Sterling should get the Clippers back then. It was a private conversation. Like, he shouldn't have been recorded. So it's funny how people like they didn't keep that same energy just because they like someone or don't like someone. Like, that's funny as hell. Like, if it's a private conversation, it's a private conversation. Yeah. And Donald Sterling should get the Clippers back and everyone should just shut up and deal with it.
And all the drug dealers that got caught should get out of jail.
Yeah, definitely. Like, if your phone
private conversation.
If they tap your phone and shit, like, bro, like that, this shit happened. Like,
it's private conversation.
It's like Rachel was tripping. Like, own up to it and fucking get on. Like, the thing is like I said, people are just stuck on this shit where it's like a lot of your jobs, you just knew the right person. I'm telling you, it's not like who worked hard. Like, no, it's you knew the right person. Just get the fuck off that. Like people say, oh, Maria Taylor only got like she's black. Or she's damn good at her job. Just shut up. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know.
And if we did know, don't you think that would, like, we would start doing it?
Yeah.
I mean, honestly.
What do you mean?
If more people knew that, okay, I can do this because I'm black, don't you think a lot more people would do it?
Oh, yeah. The funny thing is, people act like the affirmative action thing is just all over the place. That's literally, if you see a company and it's all white people and there's that one black person and even that black person doesn't, like, I have no idea why I'm here, that's affirmative action. Like, they act like, oh, a black person got the job over a white person. Oh my god, like, yes, it's this. And then the other way around too, just to be fair, this time we get it with white. We see hires in the NFL or something like that when it's a white guy. Like Stephen A. Smith all of a sudden want to be pro-black and just be like, oh, why you didn't consider a black guy? It's like, bro, like sometimes it's not always about race, y'all. Like,
yeah, but it's fun when it's about when we just add race into it.
Yeah, I know.
Get people all a little bit scared.
I know. And it's sort of sick though, because you see a lot of people like the things they say. It's just like, yo, like it's just like you just want to look at them like you don't really think that. Like, shut the hell up.
I know some people really do think that.
Yeah, it is, but it's just, yeah, you're right.
Really do think that.
You're right.
Like, affirmative action to me is that one white girl that's at Howard.
No, that's not affirmative action.
Why is not?
How is that affirmative action?
Because they had to meet a quota.
No, it's HBCU. It don't matter. They don't have to meet a quota.
Yes, they do.
Really?
Think so.
I don't.
I'm pretty sure every college had to have like a certain amount of other race.
Oh, like a diversity thing.
Diversity thing.
Maybe I can see that. That's sort of like if you don't meet it, you don't get like a certain amount of money from the state or something like that.
Yeah,
I can see
they don't.
Yeah, I know, but I can see it just being something like that. Yeah, that's a good point. Man, like I said, this whole RachelNichols thing is like we're gonna forget about it in 2 weeks, and then it's unfortunate that like shout out to Maria Taylor because I think she handled herself really well. Jalen Rose's daughter like flamed RachelNichols. I thought that was crazy. But my whole thing is like I said, we gotta be just be aware of what's going on. And shit, don't forget LeBron's advisor was the one she was talking to. Just keep that in mind. LeBron's advisor is the one she's talking to.
Speaking of LeBron. He said the NBA is what's calling conspiring against him, so you don't want to win another ring.
The guy who just won it last year. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. They don't want him to win another ring.
I think he just wanted to keep his name in the headlines.
Yeah, because that whack ass fucking goddamn movie about to come out.
Yeah, because it's just like the injury, like him crying about the injuries. Like, bro, the injuries were freak accidents. Like. A lot of the injuries are freak accidents. It wasn't somebody just like getting tired or fatigue or some shit. They were freak accidents, like bro, and shit. Being real about it. If you're not gonna say nothing about y'all winning last year, then I don't see why you saying anything about this year. Like
I don't even know why you even crying about y'all won. Who cares?
I know. It's so
like
dumb.
You got how many rings?
Like the league got Anthony Davis hurt. Like Anthony Davis get hurt every year. Like. He really gets hurt every year. And LeBron, you got hurt because Solomon Hill rolled up on your ankle. Nothing to do with fatigue.
See? You got beat up by a salmon.
Salmon.
Okay. That's how black people pronounce his name.
When now we on topic of black people. So last night, this is Saturday, July 10th. So it was last night. I got on YouTube and I saw KwameBrown, and he had the dude HassanCampbell on, and believe me, like it sounded. HassanCampbell, he's just a guy. He's from New York. He does the pro black thing. No, he does the pro black thing. I think he was he worked with African Bambaataa, and he has a story of how the old hip hop dude. He like molested him or some shit when he was a kid. It's some weird thing, but in all seriousness, like. HassanCampbell had some shit where he said, like, he was just talking all this shit about KwameBrown, saying, like, oh, that's just the man trying to put a celebrity in there. He don't really care about this. I've been talking about this shit all this time, and y'all all want to prop up KwameBrown. And then he was saying, like, I actually struggled. I went through this. I went through that. His struggles, he was in the NBA, and someone told him to keep running. And it's like, that's just ignorant. Like, KwameBrown, like, had a life before the NBA. Like, for you to say that, for him to say him growing up and then going to prison versus KwameBrown growing up and then going to the NBA, that makes him more of a man than KwameBrown. It's like, that's just ignorant. That's just straight up ignorant. But, so KwameBrown's whole thing was, bro, like, why are you justifying people going to jail? Like, that's dumb. You're saying you're more of a man going, that's stupid. Like, don't encourage kids to go to jail. That make them more of a man.
Time out. So, you did something dumb.
Yeah.
Went to jail, and you saying I'm more of a man because I got caught.
It's a dumb mindset. It's a dumb mindset.
What?
So KwameBrown called that out, and then HassanCampbell was talking like fuck KwameBrown. So KwameBrown brought him on his YouTube thing to talk it out, and HassanCampbell, and this actually why a lot of people annoy me in a sense. HassanCampbell like apologized and wanted to just move on. KwameBrown's like, no, let's address what you said. Like, don't just be like, I'm sorry, can we not talk about it? Like, no, like, let's address what the fuck you said, and I'm gonna explain why it's stupid. So HassanCampbell kept like just talking over and wouldn't like stop talking. So KwameBrown started to like mute him and shit. But it's just the fact that I saw people in the comments like, Kwame, he apologized, just let it go. I'm like, yo, why do y'all think that? Why do y'all think, like, it's like, do you have any self-respect? Or, like, what your parents, like, you don't have to accept someone's apology. If they cross the line, they cross the line. It's no saying I'm sorry and we just move on. Like
Yep.
that's for something like yo, if I knocked over a cup and I'm like, oh my bad, yo, not clean. You know, that's I'm sorry. It's not something where like I say something that's just so like messed up and I'm like, oh, let's just act like I didn't say it. Like nah, like we addressing that shit. So the one thing, KwameBrown's a smart man. I could tell by like just how like he's been doing everything. HassanCampbell seemed drunk. That's what I think. My opinion might be wrong. Sorry if I'm wrong. He seemed drunk. And I think when KwameBrown noticed it, because he said it too. He said, like, "Are you drunk?" Like, once he noticed that, I think he tried just like playing around with him to get him just to talk himself into like in trouble. And I think KwameBrown should have just been a little bit more like, you know what, like let's talk about this another time because you clearly not in the stage to. Because it got to the point where HassanCampbell was like, I'm going to fuck you up. I'm going to come in there and like, we're going to fight. And KwameBrown said, meet me right here. Like, gave him a place, an address to meet. And said, I will fly you out here tomorrow and I will beat your ass. You know, he just kept saying it. But it was like, it was funny. But then again, it got cringe because it's like, bro, like, you know this man's drunk. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like just... I really would have just cut it. I'm like, look, we can talk about it another time. Just like keep my name out of my mouth. Keep my name out of your mouth if I ain't say shit to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't just do this shit where like, oh, you seeing KwameBrown videos getting a lot of views. Okay, I'll make a video about KwameBrown. Like that's what he did. But he was talking spicy. He was trying to beef with him type shit.
I think, but who cares if you went to prison?
I know. It's dumb. It's a dumb mentality. It's a dumb mentality. And it started, KwameBrown pretty much was talking about how they should trade, like certain trades they need to teach in black schools, like coding and shit. And he says, y'all notice there are a lot of black men, like they just read at a low level. There are a lot of black men that do think at a low level. Why do you think that is? So he's saying to black men, like, yo, we need to push for our schools to teach more things that can actually help them in the real world. And that just became all about HassanCampbell saying, "Oh, I'm more of a man than him." It's like, what? Like, you know, like,
I mean, if you look at any other country, college is free. Damn near everybody goes to engineer, tech.
Like KwameBrown thing was coding. I think that's
technological.
Yeah.
What did I say?
Engineering,
doctors, and like lawyers and other shit. Here, what do we aspire to be?
Athletes, rappers, actors.
Artists, actors.
Yeah.
We got a school of art.
Yeah. Like express yourself because that's going to pay you.
Like no. They teach you how to draw.
Yeah. I know. Like I said,
In a way.
express yourself in art. So that's how you're going to get paid. Like,
we got to get a degree to show that we can actually do art.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't make any sense.
Now the funny part about it is like, I remember I tried taking it was a elective class for coding in school, in college, and that shit was hard as hell. And it's because there were people that like just knew stuff, so it's almost as if like, yo, like I'm at a disadvantage learning this now. I wish I did learn this at an earlier age. It's like a foreign language.
Yeah,
you trying to learn a foreign language at a later age, you're like, yo, I can't do this shit. But if you actually start learning stuff at a young age, it's easier. So like, yeah, I was like, yo, like that's all. I don't understand why anybody would want to beef with that. But I don't know. It's just like I said, the HassanCampbell shit. He need to stop with the I don't like celebrities and stuff talking about these black issues. Only y'all can. Like, dude, grow up. Like, grow up, bro. Like, it don't matter who's talking about it. They talking about it and they right. They talking about it and they right. Like, get off that.
Like, I don't get it. Like,
it made zero sense. It was stupid.
Celebrities can't be a part of black issues?
I don't. Compared to him. Because they're doing it just for clout. He was saying KwameBrown's another Colin Kaepernick. Just he's doing it and then he's going to disappear. It's like, what?
What was wrong with He disappeared because y'all made him.
I know.
He literally made him disappear.
It was so silly. I was like, bro, like, get this off. I just would, like I said, it's a fair criticism. Like I said, I'm a huge fan of Kwame. I just wish he had done, like, bro, like, this man drunk. Just get him off. Like, he was just saying stupid shit. And yeah, he talked himself into, like, he was saying, like, oh, fuck all the people, fuck all the black people, I don't care. It's like, bro, like, just get him off. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I
get
mean,
him off,
They
bro.
said when you drunk, you say your true feelings.
Yeah, but we also know friends who, some are narcissistic, some aren't, some are just the friendliest people. When they get drunk, they're impossible to argue with. You know? We know people like that. They're just impossible to argue with when they get drunk.
I don't pay nobody attention anymore.
It's just, once he got to that point where he's clearly like, yo, he's just talking over you, and he had to actually start muting him because he just wouldn't stop talking. It's like, bro, like, just talk another time, please. Like please do this another time. But it was cool though. Like I said, shout out. Like I actually, funny thing about it, I subscribed to both their pages. I've been a fan of both of them. But I just started I started seeing now HassanCampbell and I was like, bro, like that was whack. And then I say, like, KwameBrown, I'm still a fan of him. I just wish he just cut that off. Like, we don't need to see this anymore. Yeah.
Well, from basketball, people arguing. Did you see your boy? James Harden and Travis Scott arguing?
Oh, that was Meek Mill.
Oh, that was Meek Mill and Travis Scott?
Yeah, Meek Mill and Travis Scott.
And what they was arguing about?
I don't know. Probably Meek Mill think he a top 5 rapper, and Travis Scott said nah.
Or was he arguing because James Harden's over there tickling him?
Nah, he probably was bad. No, Meek Mill was like, no, these are my rich white guys. What are you doing?
Travis Scott was like, bitch, you know I fucked the Kardashian and got one pregnant? These are mine. I did too!
The James Harden thing is he got, Lil Baby got stopped in Paris with weed. And then James Harden's with him. They stopped him too. But James Harden didn't get arrested or anything. They just stopped him too. Yeah, that was all James Harden was in the news for. But pretty much James Harden is just out here and living life. Like, I don't know.
They all celebrated 4th of July in Paris.
I don't know where the hell. Nah, they were in some island off New York. Some rich people island off New York.
So it wasn't in Paris?
Yeah, they weren't. They all went to that party. And then I guess James Harden and Lil Baby and I think Kanye or whatever went to Paris for some. I don't know what the hell was going on.
Who knows?
Yeah, I James Harden though, I would give him this. He is one dude that turned his basketball career into. He's really just trying to be an A-list celebrity, and I don't blame him for it. I don't blame him for it one bit. But I feel like he's just like, hey, I'm gonna get buckets, and then I'm gonna take some pictures, and I'm gonna go out party with Lil Baby. I think he executive produced Lil Baby, Lil Durk Chain.
I don't know. What does that even mean?
I think he was in the studio when they made it, probably. That's all that means.
What does that even mean anymore? Because LeBron executive produced who album? 2 Chainz?
Mm-hmm.
What does that even mean anymore?
Yeah, I think they said something like LeBron just made the list of songs it's I don't get it. I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
Yeah, that shit is odd.
Probably won't keep that in. What else you got? What else you got? What else you got? What else you got?
Do you see the shorty that won the spelling bee, the black girl?
No.
Zaila, I'm sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. It's ZailaAvantGarde, and she's first of all, I applaud her. That's really cool. I didn't realize she was the first black person to win the spelling bee, the national spelling bee. But she was like, oh well, spelling's my side thing. I'm actually a basketball player. I was like, oh okay. And then there's all these videos. Apparently, she holds records for certain dribbles. She's on a unicycle doing all these crazy dribbles, or she's actually really good at basketball. But no, I was hyped just because it's good for her. Especially this is the when we do this whole the black women shit, or the not black women shit, that sounds bad, but when we do the empower black women, this is the girl that needs to be put up there. Her Simone Biles. What was the girl that was pitching in the League World Series? That's I forgot her name. I'm sorry, I forgot her name. But that, I think these are the people they need to make the face of that, not Megan Thee Stallion.
Or Nicki Minaj.
Yeah. It's just this young, she was so cool. She handled herself so well. And I'm not saying put pressure on her in a way. It's you're leading the movement. It's no, let's these are the girls that we need to push forward. Definitely we need to push forward. No, these are the people that all the girls should want to be like. Don't make like Megan Thee Stallion the person. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna kill you one day.
Who?
Meg.
No, because it's the fact is like, yo, like, just like, why is she? It seemed like everyone want to put her as the person for, you know, just because of a story that we still haven't really heard what happened. Like this young lady that won the spelling bee, I think just people like her, like they need to be the ones. Like they're young, like they're clearly talented. Like yo, like just have them. Like just everyone represent them. Like everyone like applaud them. Like be with them. Like we don't really need to hear like a rapper being the face of something. You know.
Yeah.
That's just you know. Like,
I get what you're saying.
yeah, it's just a young girl's like, oh, I want to be a rapper and shake my ass. No, like you know, like get really good at spelling, get really good at basketball, get really good at gymnastics, get really good at everything. You know what I'm saying? Like
what he's trying to say is just being educational.
Yeah, just be great. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't just be like, oh, you got to be great at this. No, just be great. So just all these other like women that are like excelling and like stunting and shit, like put them out there. Like they the people that we need to be standing behind.
Like Oprah.
Yeah. I don't want to say anything.
What I do?
No, I just don't want to say anything. Yeah, like Oprah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, definitely, I think just more and more we need to start. Like, look, it don't matter.
Yeah,
like,
I have nothing to say about this topic.
Don't put like it don't gotta be models up there. It don't gotta be rappers up there. It ain't gotta be with fake.
Then that's what they doing with the plus size people.
What?
That sounded very fucked up. Then that's what they doing. Like they trying to make more regular like people like.
Oh yeah,
and stuff like that.
I noticed that. Yeah.
So like, I guess that's what they trying to make. I mean, think about it. Some of the biggest rappers was fat, and then we got like a whole bunch of skinny rappers, and now we getting some. Now we starting to get some fat rappers back.
Yeah.
So it's like a cycle.
Yeah, I know. I just saw a recent promo. They were showing I don't know who was doing it, but they did like a photo op of like a bunch of women who just had a baby.
Yeah.
Wearing like bikinis and stuff, and they're like, we need to make it comfortable for what? Like you just had a baby. Why in the world do you need to be like worried about how your stomach looks? Like we need to grow up and be. I was like, that's actually like cool. Like I can stand behind that.
I understand.
Yeah.
The only thing I could think about that would be weird is there's a lot of people with fetishes for that.
But no, it's not even like the baby belly. It's the leftover baby belly.
Oh.
Yeah. That's what they're saying. Like, oh, like you just had a baby. Like, of course you're gonna have like that leftover belly. Like.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, and all the other girls try to work out and shit.
Okay, yeah.
I get what you're saying.
But yeah, like it's just I don't know. But like I said, stand by everything. I didn't mean to attack Meg like that. Just like you know what I'm saying. Like she don't need to be the winning all the awards, doing all this. Yeah, like this is how we show support for black women. Like no, show support for black women by supporting her. Like people like her. Like there are a bunch of people doing their thing.
Like.
I just said the young lady, the spelling bee, the ZailaAvantGarde, like I said, Simone Biles. When's the last time we heard from Gabby Douglas? Like, when's the last time we heard from, like, I really wish I had brought her name, the girl that was pitching at the Little League World Series. Like, that's why I didn't, like, stand up for them. Like, they got 1 year, and then she was in the celebrity basketball game, and then after that, we just never heard from her again. You know? It's like, no, like, let's keep the spotlight on them. Like, not pressure, but, you know, like, start, like, yeah, like, these are young ladies out here doing
rappers get more clout than other people.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
They said we can change that, though.
How?
They said give people their flowers while they doing it. Like, you don't have to, oh, she's shaking her ass on TV. Let's make her the face of black women. Like, no. Like, hell out of here.
Well, I don't get in women's business anymore.
Hey. Back to it's sort of the RachelNichols shit. I don't like it. Why when somebody does something that may come across as racist, people go, well, I know her and I know she's not a racist. It's like, that doesn't mean what that person
They're not
did.
racist towards you.
Or that just doesn't mean what that person did isn't racist. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can say that, but certain people deserve to get their ass whooped.
Yeah, like the perfect example for me, like I was watching Dave, and then randomly I just went back and listened to that album, his
That
album,
guy?
Lil Dicky's album. Was it Professional Rapper?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he got a song on there called, and obviously like I'm not calling Lil Dicky a racist. I'm not saying that. Please don't take it there. I'm just saying though he has a song called White Crimes. This is just a perfect example. And he's talking about it's all crimes where it's like you have to be smart to do them. So it's like, why are you calling them white crimes?
Because they're called white collar crimes.
No, they're white crimes like hacking or
white collar crimes.
Yeah, no. He called them white crimes, not white collar crimes. It's talking about white crimes. It's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, okay, so like a senseless, like stupid crime that you imply is a black crime, and then like a smart crime that you gotta be smart to do is white crime. You know, it's stuff like that where it's like, I know he's not a racist. It's just like, yo, like, it's just, I think as people, I don't know why we just shy away from that conversation. Like, bro, like, I mean, that's sort of sick. Like,
I get what you're saying.
yeah, it's like a white person saying, like, to me, like, you're so well spoken. Like, what'd you expect me to be? You know? It's like that. I know I'm not saying that person's a racist, but that comment is racially charged. Like, you're calling me well spoken solely because I'm black and you expect me to sound hood. Like, that's stupid.
True.
So like I wish like once when people make mistakes like that, like everybody come into defense like I know her, she's not. It's like okay, like but talk to her about what she said and what she did. Like don't just be like oh well she's not racist or whatever. Like no, talk to her about that.
Everybody racist. Everybody have prejudice towards them.
Yeah, that's not to say everyone's not racist, but yeah, everyone does have a prejudice towards things.
People
but
gotta learn the difference.
Yeah.
I think that's where the confusing part come in. People really don't know the difference.
Yeah, I know. Yes.
People don't really know the difference.
And really, dead ass, people don't know the difference between just someone being straight up ignorant or just someone, because that's what it is. Rachel Nichols' comments was just ignorant.
Well, we'll use the R word, but we're not allowed to use that no more.
Yeah, but it's just, yeah, like, they were just an ignorant comment. It's just, that's what it was. But it's racist. Like, no, it's not racist. It's just, it's ignorant. And delusional with the fact where it's like, how do you not consider your come up? You know, like that. It's like,
my thing is, why do people get so upset about that? Like,
what?
Like, why are you getting upset because somebody else got it over you?
I know. That's what. So, well, all
that's
right,
my whole entire problem.
Actually, I disagree. So I understand why she would get upset because she had her own personal gain from it. I don't understand why other people are getting upset. That's what I don't. Because it's like the people who complain, it's like, I mean, did Maria Taylor, like, were you next in line? Why are you upset Maria Taylor got a job? It's sort of thing, it was like people who, and like I said, I'll do it both ways. When we get upset when like certain coaches get hired, it's like, I mean, believe me, we all have something in our thought about what's going on, but we don't know that. And it's not like we didn't get that job. You know, we weren't in line to get that job. So if the person who didn't get that job is completely fine with it, it's like, what are we really mad at? You know?
Yeah.
Like it's just we want them to just keep hiring black people just for the sake of it. Like, no, that's stupid. Yeah. Like, if you earned it, it's I understand people like to think, oh, they earned stuff or whatever, but it's like, yeah, like if you feel you earned a job, good. But if you ever feel like, yo, I don't know how I got this job, yeah, like I feel bad, and that's a weird place to be. That is a weird place to be.
I often ask myself, how did I get this job?
But yeah, that's sort of you should like just try to get away from that though, because it's like, especially if they hire someone else and they didn't do as much as you did, then you would be pissed off and like, yo, I can do what this motherfucker doing.
Nah, I'd be like, how did he get this job?
Yeah, exactly. So I just think, yeah, like don't even think about that. Like, oh, did I get this because I was black and they need to hire a black person? Did I get this because, like, shit, for a white woman, did I get this because the boss thinks I'm cute and wants me to, you know what I'm saying? Or just anything. Did I get this just because, like, dude, me and him been talking at lunch and we've been friends for some time and all of a sudden I get, you know, it's just like, bro, like that.
I think about shit like, did they really know I was just like this, like not people friendly? Like, they just deal with me. It's alright.
Yeah.
It's alright. But I think it really doesn't matter to find. Nobody really. I mean, I don't care about NBA no more. That shit been a dry game for a while.
Yeah.
They need to spice things up. Bring back slam ball.
Yeah, my thing is
No,
like,
we need to bring back slam ball. You know what that is?
Yeah, the trampolines.
Yeah, we need to bring that shit back.
Yeah,
We need to spice up the NBA a little bit.
It'd be lit, but I mean, it's just still like the best players are gonna play for the NBA, so it's just like slam ball is just gonna have the street ball shit.
Yeah,
but
it'll be great.
It'll be cool to see.
Bring back and one.
Yeah, I think they had too many. They had to been some behind the scenes shit where it's just like, bro, we can't pay all these people.
Yeah,
Because I think it had to be that, because it's like, if you think about it, what were they doing to make money?
they had a video game out that was dope.
Yeah, but what were they doing to make real money? Like, you know, I think if that YouTube was as big, because they would sell those DVDs, right?
Yeah.
And people were right. If YouTube was as big as it was when that was going on, I think they might have been able to keep something going. But at the time, it's like, we're not making enough money, and we're getting like, bro, these dudes are going on tour with us, away from their families and shit, and it's like, we got to pay this dude, we got to pay, and like, they were the fan favorites. So, you know, if like, oh, Hot Sauce ain't gonna be in it, we're like, oh,
Well,
or if like the Professor or Escalade, or like, you know, I don't
half
skip.
man, half amazing.
Yeah, like I know Skip Smallou was ready for Austin, went to the NBA, but still, it's just like stuff like that. It's like you can't really keep the fan favorites because it's like you just can't pay them like that. So then you gotta have the turnaround, like more people, introduce more people. They may not have the same. It's not gonna be the same thing, you know. So it's just, I can see that just being like, bro, like this just ain't worth it. Like,
I can see it, but they need to bring something back because it's starting to get boring, just like the NFL.
it would be cool to bring the N1 back, just because when you see all these people with like their pages, like that dude destroying the athlete thing, where he's like kicking a field goal like 70 yards and doing all that shit. Or like this, you show the Professor playing people one-on-one and stuff. Like, those pages got like millions of subscribers. So it's like, there's clearly a demand for people to see it. It's just like, it would be cool. Like, if they got to be creative about it now. Like, you know, they just got to be really creative with it now.
I don't know. I think that they should definitely bring that shit back because, I mean...
Because but the Crew League is probably, it's not that. It's not N1. But you know what the Crew League is, right?
No.
It's pretty much, you got a rapper and their squad.
Oh, yeah. So
know,
it's like the Chris Brown and shit.
Yeah, Chris
the
Brown.
Tiger shit.
Half his team, like, former NCAA players. But
Yeah,
like,
Tiger.
Yeah.
And all yeah.
That's sort of the close thing to it. But it's like, yo, obviously it's not an N1 aspect. It's just like, yeah, but yeah, you could do it.
You got people doing that Rucker Park too, like Benny the Butcher and all on. I think they have it at Rutgers. And then the other ones have it like for Rock TV.
Okay, yeah, Revolt, yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah, that's the Crew League, the Revolt.
So like you got stuff like the Big Three and shit, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
Yeah. Like we gotta. I don't
When you
know,
saw
like,
something N1, you want to go out there and try it.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. Like, yeah, you're right. I think we really need N1 back.
Like,
but it's just like I said, they just got to do it right, and they can. I just think like it's gonna be hard because first you gotta pretty much you're gonna have to find the top, especially now. Right now, you just gonna just grab the top YouTube stars, right? So you're gonna do that, and then it's like, okay, you gotta pay them enough where they're not putting any content on their pages. You know, because they're gonna be focused about your tour. So like that dude, the white dude with the like the ramen noodle hair, Tristan Jazz. That's a fan favorite person that won. He plays on Tiger's team in the Crew League. That's a fan favorite person. They won on it, but then it's like, well, he also got like we on tour. You know, it's like you can make your little vlogs and shit, but like, you know what I'm saying, like you gotta focus on our.
No, I think that could actually work because you could just do it like. You could do like a new one, like they did. All right, so it's kind of crazy because they did on the game, but you go city to city, find the best ballers, and then have like the older ones in there, and they vote for who's going to be the next takeover.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Like I think just today now though, it's like with YouTube being what it is, imagine like just for one game, we gonna be like, oh shit, like Cash Nasty pulled up. Like, you know that dude with the beard who streamed 2K? Like, you know, so you just for one, now that video's gonna bang. So everyone's like, oh shoot, Cash Nasty's playing with the N1 people. Shit, you gonna have a game like with Flight come up, or you have like Bronny come up. Like people like just like people notable in the internet, like the YouTube and like Twitch thing. Like you can have so much fun with that. And then just you gotta make sure like the people you bring in are like the nickname has to be cool. You know what I'm saying? It's sort of like wrestling, like the turnover of wrestlers. It's like you lose that character. Like when The Rock left, it's like you lost more than just a wrestler. You know what I'm saying? You lost like his personality you can't get anywhere else.
Yeah.
So it's like you gotta find those people with those personalities to like come together and be like, yo.
I mean, just look at 2K. What they put most of their money in?
Shit.
The park.
Yeah.
And what is the park?
Yeah, and one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So there gotta be, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like there's a crowd for that.
Yeah, you definitely convinced me on that. You definitely convinced me on that. Yeah, we need to bring N1 back. And then now I'm thinking too, like, because like, I know for the fact it's like still, even though they had it, it's like I know they didn't have enough to pay everybody, but like they had the shoes.
They still got them.
Wait, they do?
Yeah.
They had the apparel, the clothes just in general. You had the DVDs, but now it's like you got so much more you can get. And then when you got the YouTube thing, now you can get endorsed, like more ads, endorsements, like people like, yo, brought to you by, like, whatever.
They had a Mountain Dew deal.
Yeah, and that can go even more now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's more than that.
I think it would be a dope idea. You know, if they do come back, we get credit for this shit.
I know. That's why I sort of wish. Like, I ain't gonna say about other ideas I got. 'Cause I'm gonna save it if we ever get an opportunity to pitch ideas. But yeah, like, I sort of hope someone steal it and they just give us all props because it's like we're not gonna get credit for it.
No, we're not. But they definitely should bring it back because it's like it's that, and then like the video game shit where people are like, oh, they should bring back Def Jam. It's not gonna be the same Def Jam.
Yeah, it's not.
Because niggas want credit for everything now. So you cannot have like certain these fighters. They wanna get their pay.
Yeah, like back then pretty much the label owned those rappers.
Yeah.
So, it's like
Def Jam is a pipe dream pretty much.
Yeah.
I wish we could have it, but it gotta be changed the name because it's not gonna just be Def Jam rappers. Because most of the rappers everybody wanna play with is not under Def Jam.
Yeah.
And they're gonna have to cut some deal with them to be in the game.
Yeah,
I think would be dope.
I think the more realistic one is just bring back NBA Street and then just put some rappers in that.
Yeah,
I think that's more realistic for like what maybe like get your hopes up for.
Wasn't Wale on 2K?
Yeah, one of them. Wale, Meek Mill was both on it.
Yeah, I think that would be more realistic.
Yeah,
but I wonder how much that joint cost because if it didn't cost that much, then realistically, they could do it.
I don't think it costs that much. I think just getting first now the rappers probably gonna be picky about their rating and all this shit. Like, no, I want to be like this. Like they're rating too low, they're gonna be mad. I think there's just other games you gotta play there where it's just not worth it.
Yeah, and I think niggas don't even know they don't like they fight. They're not gonna have a good rating.
Yeah.
Or that everybody got the same rating. It's just how you fight with them.
Yeah. And for real, the Def Jam thing, it's not going to be called Def Jam, but just with all the celebrity boxing going on, I could see a game coming out of it.
I mean, EA.
Yeah.
They're money hungry.
Yeah.
I think EA it's definitely going to take this opportunity to take it off. What else? Who else? Either that or they just bring back NFL Street.
Yeah, NFL Street be dope.
Yeah. But we definitely need to bring back the N1 though.
For real, a game that like low key was slept on. FIFA Street was crazy. FIFA Street was crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, when they made FIFA Street, I was like, bro, like I wasn't into soccer like, at all.
Poor countries.
I was not into soccer at all. That shit was sweet.
Shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, well, hey.
Mm-hmm. Our editing.
Apples, oranges. Apples, oranges. That's pretty much all I got for this eventful week. Boom. Shannon Sharp says Kobe Bryant not a top 5 player all time. You care about that?
Shannon Sharp was on what team? Was he on the Dallas Cowboys?
No, he was on the Broncos and the Ravens.
Yeah, 2 teams that got past people that either killed somebody. Oh, both of them had teams that had killers on it. So why is he talking?
What the Broncos had? Wait, what did that have to do with Kobe?
I don't know.
I just let that all go by. I was like, wait a minute.
You asked a question, I gave you an answer. Fuck. It was something. Something very important that I had to say. I can't remember now. This is working 32 hours a week, get you. 75 days a week. Oh!
100 Thieves, what's going on? No, just the tournament. I think they might win. Okay, about this Call of Duty League. Get away. The fight, I don't really know much about the fight. There's a hashtag things you hated as a kid. You know what I hated as a kid? When you play a sport and the coach, like, clearly, like the coaches had like the son on the team, and like whenever you like threaten that person's position, the coach would just start giving you like a hard ass time. I was so bad, I wanted to like tell my dad like, yo, can you like beat this dude ass because it shit pissed me off. Like everything I did was just wrong. It's like, yo, why are you yelling at me when half the team is doing worse? You know what I'm saying?
This time sucks. It's not my fault you wasn't athletic when you was younger.
Like we would do a race and like I'll be like in 4th place. I'm like, come on, Roger, you gotta be faster than that. Like, bruh, out of 50-something kids on 4th, kiss my ass. Like, that shit pissed me off. I know exactly who's the people come to mind when I say that.
I feel you.
I know exactly who come to mind. I'll say it off air. I'm gonna tell you my ideas off air too. I got a mean ass idea about what to do on a movie idea. Oh, you see RDC got their video with J. Cole and Boz?
Who's that?
The Boz is the
No, who's RDC?
The you know what that is, like the Mark Phillips dudes. The dude be doing those videos like how LeBron is in the locker room or those dudes. They were in a music video with J. Cole and Boz, and that shit was sweet. Like just for real, like it had to be a surreal moment for them.
Yeah, I mean, you know, TikTok people don't get their credit.
Yeah, but they
only
YouTube.
Some get it because some people start dancing and they started dance like.
Yeah.
You started for what? Because you like the song or not? That's my whole entire argument with that whole entire thing.
Yeah.
It's like you can't just fucking just, you know what I'm saying? Just keep picking fucking. Just pick a song, just think you don't get famous off it because you made a fucking dance. Like you just you're tap dancing. You're literally tap dancing. Like what the fuck is wrong with people, man?
Yeah, I don't know. Like I don't get like just the things people complain about. And it's like I don't know. I'm just over here living life like it's golden. You know what I'm saying?
I do think like white people trying to make up a dance for the Megan Thee Stallion shit is hilarious.
For what?
The Meg song Savage.
Oh yeah.
That shit is hilarious.
Yeah, I know.
It shows us that white people can't really dance, and we've been knowing that for years.
But no, it shows you like some of these dances that they do for certain songs. You can tell
Are recycled.
Nah, you can just tell who's like the label's trying to
Push.
Yeah, it's like, bro, like, okay, I'm gonna pay these TikToks influencers to come up with a dance. You know what I'm saying? So they got millions of followers, all these people. So I'm gonna have them just come up with a dance to your whack ass song. and then all of a sudden your song got all these plays. Cause you're like, oh, what song is that? Like that's why like the TikTok thing is sort of annoying for me, just because it's like, bro, like you clearly got a check to do this, and now it's like that artist is, gonna get all these awards and shit just because you made a Dance Today song, and the label know damn well what they doing, and it's nothing they can do about it.
The only we can get into music, I guess. Did you hear Vince Staples album?
Nah. Is it like, should I listen on the way back home?
If you don't like Vince Staples, then
I like Big Fish Theory.
So I saw him perform in DC, and his attitude in DC, like it was funny because he was like, I really don't want to be here, but fuck it.
Yeah.
And that's his whole entire attitude during the whole entire joint. Like he's rapping, but he's just using his regular voice.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of weird for a sense, but it's still like good to me.
Yeah, I got you. Okay.
I forgot yeah, and then because I was gonna go in and why would people pay somebody $50,000 for a verse that they can't even really rap?
Wait, what do you mean?
I'm not saying no names.
I know what you're talking about.
But $50K for a verse?
I mean, are you really paying for the verse, or are you just paying for the name on the song? So people say, "Oh, she's featuring on the song," so you gonna listen to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I'm tired of people saying they don't have an album out when they really do.
I mean, all I'm saying is, I know you say you don't want to say any names, but it's pretty obvious who you're talking about. But
I'm just saying, it could be anybody. It could be a dude, because niggas say they get paid $50K too. I'm saying, that general album shit is everybody's. Like, oh, it's his first studio album. No, it's not.
Yeah.
The nigga got 5 albums.
Yeah.
by smaller record labels.
Yeah.
Like Pop Smoke, his first studio album, Shoot for the Sky, Aim for the Moon, or something like that. I don't know. That album was fucking trash.
Shoot for the Stars. I like that album though.
Yeah, but Meet the Woo Part 2. Like,
Meet the Woo was fun. Meet the Woo Part 2 was fun. I like Meet the Woo Part 2.
That wasn't studio albums?
Yeah, it was a mixtape.
Yeah, okay, cool.
See, look. You industry, right?
We gonna keep using this fucking mixtape shit or what?
Donnie, you industry, right?
Are we gonna keep using this mixtape bullshit or what?
Yeah.
That's the stupidest shit. Like, I think, in a way, mixtape was good, but it ruined a lot of shit. Now people just use that shit.
What I would say, I think if you classify something as a mixtape, there's no way in hell you should get any nominations based on that.
Exactly.
I think that's what I would say. Because it's like, because it's almost as if it flop, it's a mixtape. If it do well, it's an album type shit. Yeah. You know? So it's like, nah, like, if you want to keep playing this game, we're like, oh no, it's a mixtape, okay. Then you can't, I don't want to, shit, for real. I know they're never going to do this anymore. But I wish they can go back to the days like, yo, mixtapes are free. Like, they're not on DSPs. You gotta go to, these websites to get it. Because then it's like, okay, like, you all want to keep being funny. Y'all want to keep being funny. Like, all right.
Yeah.
Like,
because it's...
You ain't gonna make no money off this shit.
Yeah, it's either or. Because everybody like, oh, yeah, my album coming out. And then all of a sudden, they get signed to a major label. Yeah, this is my first studio album. Nigga, what happened to the album before that?
Yeah, I know.
Like, it's either or. Like, there's a lot of people that put out joints. It's either you independent, you put out an album, and that was an album, or they just say it's a extended play. But it'd be like 12, 14 songs.
Mm-hmm.
And 30 minutes to an hour long. That's an EP? That's a fucking EP? Alright, cool, bet. Fucking, I'm tired of niggas like that, man.